Last time, we began our journey into the heart of the world's most secretive military base, Area 51. We uncovered its shadowy origins, revisited the Roswell incident, and explored how UFO sightings and Cold War paranoia fueled decades of speculation. We heard the whispers of whistleblowers, examined wild conspiracy theories, and even descended into the rumors of underground bases and the infamous alien autopsy. But that was only the beginning. In Part 2, we push further into the unknown. We'll look at the government disclosures that have shocked the public and ask what might come next. We'll uncover NASA's strange connections to UFOs and the moon missions. We'll examine patterns in alien abduction claims and question whether the stories we're told are truth or carefully crafted lies. And finally, we'll confront the disinformation game, a strategy of misdirection and manipulation that could be hiding the biggest secret of all. This is the legacy of Area 51 and the mystery that refuses to die. Chapter 10, Government Disclosures. For decades, the official story was silence. Area 51 doesn't exist. UFOs, nothing but weather balloons. But starting in the 2010s, the walls began to crack. Whistleblowers came forward. Documents were leaked. And then something remarkable happened. The Pentagon admitted that UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, are real. In 2020, the US Navy officially released 3 videos, FLIR 1, Gimbal, and Go Fast. Each showed advanced aircraft moving in ways that defied physics. The videos were real, the pilots were stunned, and the government had no explanation. The release sparked global headlines. Congress demanded answers. Senators held closed-door briefings. Suddenly, UFOs were no longer a fringe topic. They were a national security issue. The Department of Defense launched the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, signaling that even the government was starting to take this seriously. But what does it all mean? Are these sightings evidence of advanced foreign tech? Are they natural phenomena we don't understand? Or is there something else, something not of this earth? If disclosure is coming, it won't be like in the movies. No spaceship over the White House, no global press conference. It'll come slowly, through vague statements, new offices, redacted reports, one breadcrumb at a time. Because even if the truth is known, power doesn't give up secrets easily. But here's the truth. Area 51, the Roswell crash, and decades of denial were never just about aliens. They were about control, about narratives, about the very human fear that we're not in charge. And if we're not alone, what happens next? Chapter 11, NASA, UFOs, and Moon Mission Secrets. Let's shift our focus from the desert to the stars. Because when you follow the trail of UFO secrecy, all roads eventually lead to NASA. On paper, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration is a beacon of science and discovery. But some say NASA has another job, protecting the truth from the public. Since the earliest missions, astronauts have reported strange anomalies, unexplained lights, unusual signals, and even eerie mechanical noises on the dark side of the moon. Many of these details were buried in technical jargon or redacted completely, but transcripts and private interviews paint a different picture. Take Apollo 11, the first moon landing. In later years, astronauts hinted at strange companions watching them during the descent. Radio transmissions were cut, and minutes went missing from official logs. NASA later explained this as technical errors, but conspiracy theorists call it a cover-up. And then there's the STS-48 space shuttle mission in 1991. Footage from onboard cameras showed a strange light darting across the Earth's atmosphere, changing direction in a way no known aircraft could. NASA said it was space debris, but the footage has become a cornerstone of UFO lore. But why would NASA hide something like this? Some believe they're not in charge. They're just middlemen. That the real authority lies in deep black budget programs, far beyond NASA's reach. Agencies like the Department of Defense or private contractors like Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works may control what the public gets to see and what it doesn't. NASA, to its credit, has begun to acknowledge the possibility of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. In recent years, the agency has said it will take these sightings more seriously, even launching its own study into strange occurrences in Earth's orbit. But whether this marks the start of transparency or just another layer of controlled messaging is still up for debate. So next time you look at the stars, ask yourself, is NASA just showing us what's safe to see? Or is there more, much more, hidden in plain sight? Chapter 12, Alien Abductions, Claims and Patterns. Not all stories about Area 51 come from pilots or insiders. Some come from everyday people, truck drivers, nurses, farmers, who claim they were taken by something not of this world, abductions. It's the strangest and most unsettling piece of the UFO puzzle, and though many dismiss them as delusions, the patterns are hard to ignore. It often starts the same way: a flash of light in the sky, lost time, a strange buzzing sound, or a feeling of being frozen in place. Then, waking up in bed with no memory, but with vivid nightmares, or sometimes strange marks on the body, tiny burns, geometric scars, sometimes even implants. These stories didn't just pop up with Roswell or modern UFO culture. Ancient cave paintings show elongated beings descending from the stars. Indigenous lore across the globe speaks of sky people, creatures that took humans only to return them changed. And in the modern era, thousands of these accounts line the files of MUFON and other investigative bodies. Skeptics argue it's sleep paralysis, hallucination, or media influence. And yes, some stories are hoaxes, but others, they come from children too young to know about aliens, or groups of people who saw the same thing at the same time. Patterns emerge. The beings described are often nearly identical: tall grays with large eyes or small robotic ones who perform strange procedures. One famous case is that of Betty and Barney Hill in 1961, considered the first widely publicized abduction story in America. They described a disc-shaped craft, medical-like procedures, and telepathic communication. Under hypnosis, they both recalled the same chilling details independently. In recent years, whistleblowers have hinted that abductions may be more than just alien encounters. Some believe these events are part of psychological operations, test runs of mind control, memory manipulation, or tracking technology. Could the government, or someone within it, be studying us the same way these aliens do? Whatever the truth is, the phenomenon continues. New cases appear every year. The details may evolve, but the core experience remains strangely consistent. Something or someone is interacting with people in ways we still don't understand. And for those who've experienced it firsthand, no amount of skepticism can erase what they remember or what they don't. Chapter 13, the disinformation game, misdirection or mind control. Now here's where the rabbit hole deepens. Not with flying saucers, but with lies. Not by accident, but by design. What if the stories about aliens, about lights in the sky, were planted on purpose? In the 1950s, UFO sightings skyrocketed. So did secret test flights. Coincidence? Maybe not. When the U-2 and later the SR-71 were being tested, people started seeing things they couldn't explain. Instead of correcting the record, the military let the rumors spread. Why? Because UFOs make excellent cover. If you're testing secret aircraft and people think it's aliens, you win. The public's focus shifts from engineering to the extraterrestrial. In espionage, it's the perfect misdirection, but disinformation isn't always harmless. Some claim the government used the alien myth to discredit real witnesses, pilots, engineers, even civilians, who saw classified technology by mistake. By labeling them as crazy UFO believers, they made them disappear from credibility. Even Hollywood played a role. Starting in the 1980s, films like Close Encounters, E.T., and Independence Day didn't just entertain, they conditioned the public. Some believe the government encouraged alien pop culture to blur the line between truth and fiction. So what's real? What's planted? What's protected? The answer might be all of it. At Area 51, truth is layered like an onion. Peel one, you find another. Maybe the alien story isn't hiding the truth. It is the truth, just upside down. Chapter 14, the legacy of Area 51 and the mystery that remains. In the middle of the Nevada desert, behind razor wire and roving patrols, sits a place that has become more than just a military facility. Area 51 is a symbol, a blank space on the map where truth and speculation collide. It's where secrecy is not just a strategy, it's a culture. For decades, this base has been the birthplace of revolutionary aircraft, planes that could outrun radar, defy altitude records, and vanish before eyes could follow. The U-2, the SR-71, the F-117. Real machines born in shadow. But alongside them, the myth of aliens, crashes, and cover-ups grew larger than life. Is it possible that both realities coexist? That within the lockdown facilities, scientists push the boundaries of human engineering while also investigating the unknown? If something did fall from the sky in 1947, or any time since, where else would it have gone? If not Area 51, then where? For believers, Area 51 represents proof that we're not alone and that the truth is being kept from us. For skeptics, it's just a highly classified test range with a useful myth to keep people guessing. And for everyone in between, it remains one of the greatest mysteries of the modern age. But one thing is undeniable. Area 51 captured the human imagination like few other places on Earth. Because beyond the rumors and theories lies a simple, timeless question. What's out there? And what does the government know that we don't? The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Albert Einstein. And maybe, just maybe, that's the legacy of Area 51. Not answers, but the questions that keep us curious, searching, watching the skies. If you love this video, don't stop here. Like the video to support independent history content. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future deep dives, and most importantly, share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.